A lot of conservatives are mad at Joe Rogan right now because he said some nice things about presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He said that RFK Jr. is a straight shooter more than most politicians, and I don't know that I disagree with him, but that's not the point of why I'm making this video. Conservatives hating on Joe Rogan for any reason. You love Trump so much and you think that Joe Rogan's endorsed RFK Jr., which he says he's not, but this has made you so mad that you don't like Joe Rogan anymore. You, I don't know how to say this nicely, are a moron. Joe Rogan is the most popular podcast in the world. Let that sink in for a little bit. Do you know why? Have you ever thought about that? Is because he's super Trumpy or something? That's never been Joe Rogan. He's friendly to those views, but that's not what it is. It's because he's a real person. He is intellectually curious. He asks questions that you don't see in the mainstream media. The mainstream media in the United States right now is basically the comms department for the Democratic Party. What do? Joe Biden's not senile. He's okay. Then everybody sees that he's mentally, cognitively not all there during the debates. They get rid of Joe. Kamala Harris, one of the most unpopular vice presidents ever. Oh, now magically she's wonderful and she's great. You see this on CNN and the New York Times and all of cable news. Oh, that's what the mainstream media does. What Joe Rogan does is he's a real person. He is a dissident. He asks questions. He has diverse guests. Tulsi Gabbard, Glenn Greenwald, comedian, libertarian Dave Smith is a regular on his show. And what that platform allows is real conversation, for us to get real information. More importantly, just to ask questions. And it's not about right or left. It's about being a dissident from the establishment, of which Trump, a lot of what he stands for, is also that. So if you're hating on Joe Rogan, you're really missing out on a lot. Most importantly, before I end this video, think about the fact the left absolutely hates Joe Rogan. They make jokes about him, they hate him, they think he's a conspiracy theorist. Why? Because he's so popular and he does what real journalists do. He asks questions. He's curious. Is this true? Is this not true? Why did the Secret Service not see the shooter with the Trump attempted assassination sooner? You don't hear that on CNN and ABC News and all these places, but you hear it regularly on the Joe Rogan show. The left hates the fact that he's not part of the mainstream media whose job it is to glorify Democrats, especially Democratic presidential candidates. So all you people hating on Joe Rogan right now, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't value Joe Rogan and the very important things he brings to the table, he's not the problem, you are.